Is Luigi Mangione a psyop? Is he being framed? This is the latest. As Luigi Mangione was being led to the courthouse, he struggled with police and he yelled and screamed to reporters something along the lines of, "This is extremely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people." Now, it's not, of course, initially clear what that means, but it does raise some questions. Another thing that just came out about Luigi Mangione is the fact that there are some photos released of him inside of the McDonald's before the police arrested him. So, that kind of begs the question, who is taking these photos? Why are they taking a photo of a guy? I mean, do they think that from the pictures that the police share that this is the man that did this assassination? There's a lot of people who look alike in the world. And specifically singling out one person in a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, even though I guess Pennsylvania is fairly close to New York. I mean, this particular McDonald's is about 5 hours away from New York, where the crime actually took place. Would that spur you on to take a photo of this individual? Did he look that much like the photo that the police shared? I look at both the photos. A photo of Luigi Mangione and a photo of this individual that the police shared. And yeah, they do look a little bit similar. I'm not going to lie. They do look a little bit similar. If I saw Luigi Mangione in a McDonald's or grocery store or anywhere else, am I going to be like, wow, that is definitely the guy, I'm taking a photo of him? I don't think so. I don't think they look that much alike. I guess it's just hard to tell because the photo that the police shared initially was there wasn't a whole lot of details in that photo, but this is the latest. Luigi Mangione led to court by a group of cops, and he struggles with the cop, turns around and he screams at reporters something along the lines of, like I said, "This is extremely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people." Listen.
Down.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
All right, so that's it. So listening to it, he's either saying this is completely unjust or extremely unjust, or he could be saying it is extremely out of touch or completely out of touch. I can't really tell. Now that I listened to it the second time, let's replay this. It almost sounds like he's saying out of touch, not unjust.
Down.
So they're leading him from the squad car.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch.
Yeah, he's definitely saying it is completely out of touch.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
And their lived experience is completely out of touch and an insult to the intelligence of American people and their lived experience. Now, what does that mean? Does this mean that he didn't do it? Or does this mean that he believes that his actions were somehow justified? But also another thing kind of strange about this whole situation is the fact that Luigi Mangione was photographed eating hash browns at McDonald's before his arrest. So that means either the cops had someone inside the McDonald's and they photographed him, or maybe it was a patron of the McDonald's that saw him and I guess recognized him and then took these photos. I really don't. If it's an individual, just a normal person inside of McDonald's that recognized this guy, that seems completely unbelievable to me. But the New York Post has the photos. They are reporting on this. Luigi Mangione caught scarfing down hash browns at McDonald's before arrest for UnitedHealthcare CEO's Brian Thompson's assassination. Accused CEO killer Luigi Mangione made at least one crucial mistake before his bust at an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's on Monday. He lowered his face mask to munch on some hash browns. They are good hash browns at McDonald's. The price of them just keeps going higher and higher, but they are pretty good. I'm not going to lie. All of those seed oils, so good. The snaps capture the UnitedHealthcare CEO assassin, both with his blue paper mask on and then removing its left ear strap, leaving the mask dangling from his right ear before fully exposing his face. Someone in the fast food joint recognized the anti-capitalist Ivy League grad from surveillance photos distributed by authorities nationwide in their frenzied hunt for the Manhattan killer, and he was promptly taken into custody. So these are the photos of Luigi Mangione munching on hash browns from this McDonald's here. He's got a stocking cap on. Looks like he's sitting back in the corner eating his hash browns. I mean, from what this article is saying, it was someone that just decided to go to McDonald's that day, and they saw this guy, and they're like, wow, this guy looks exactly like the photo that the police shared. I mean, maybe I'm just not one that really puts two and two together when it comes to people's faces from a photo taken at an odd angle from a surveillance camera, and then I could just recognize that person out in public. Maybe there's other people who are more well equipped and more observant than I am, but that just sounds completely unbelievable to me. But it is possible. It is possible. I'm not ruling that out. Goes on to say the 26-year-old man's full face was captured on camera at a New York City hostel after he dropped his mask to flash a smile at a flirty front desk staffer, cops said. I have looked at this photo as well, and I have looked, of course, at a photo of this the suspect, Luigi Mangione, and I'm still under the same impression. Could I recognize that guy if I saw him out in public? And the answer, for me at least, is no. Pennsylvania State Police posted the Mickey D snaps on X on Tuesday, and a push to try to figure out exactly where Mangione was. Quote, law enforcement continues to seek the public's help in gathering information on Luigi Mangione's travel and recent whereabouts in Pennsylvania, the agency said. Mangione, a privileged one-time prep school valedictorian from Towson, Maine, and Tech Whiz University of Pennsylvania grad, allegedly killed Thompson because he was furious over the profit-driven healthcare industry in the United States. Thompson, who was a 50-year-old married man of two, was executed at the Midtown Street. You heard the story. Mangione had been battling his own health issues, including a bad back, and may have been fuming about the healthcare industry's treatment of a relative too, law enforcement sources have said. So I've heard a couple different stories on this. I've heard that maybe it was a grandparent that had problems getting coverage. And then I also read somewhere that it was a parent, which is kind of interesting because, or maybe it was both. I don't know. But he did come from a very wealthy family. As I understand, he went to a very expensive high school, $40,000 a year. He went to a Ivy League school. So it's kind of interesting that someone like this would have a hard time paying medical bills, or someone like this would grow up in an environment where his family was having a hard time paying medical bills for a family member. But, healthcare, it's a lot of money. So there's that. But he viewed Thompson's killing as a symbolic takedown of the healthcare industry, according to law enforcement sources, who have reviewed a 3-page manifesto found on the suspected killer when he was caught. Another strange thing about this, of course, is he was caught with everything. He was caught with the gun. He was caught with the silencer. He was caught with 2 forged fake IDs and the manifesto. And also, apparently he was caught with a Faraday bag full of money, $10,000. And this money, this is another very strange thing, is $8,000 of it was the U.S. dollars. And 2,000 of it was foreign currency. And when he was brought in, when he was arraigned, he didn't deny that he had any of this stuff on him except for this bag full of cash. He claimed that he did not know where it came from. So it's very interesting. Caught in a photo eating these hash browns by, I guess, someone with a sharp eye. What do you guys think of this? Is it suspicious to you? Is this something that you could do? Could you pick someone out from a police photo where this guy lowered his mask? Have you seen both of the photos? Does this guy look that much like Luigi Mangione? There is a resemblance there, but for me, I'm like, it's really hard to tell. I don't think I'd be able to do this, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.